we got one final act for you. Her name's Kim Mabley. Let's get all that love and that energy that we've built up throughout the evening and give it to her. So on three, we're going to shout a round of applause. 1, 2, 3, go! Ladies and gentlemen, on the stage, Kim Mabley.
Wow, stuck it in there hard. Hey! So they put me on last because I do come with a bit of a warning label. I am quite rude, quite smutty, probably too dirty for some of you. But and I do try and write clean. You know, I want to be more accessible and family friendly. And you know, so when I go to write, I get my little notebook because I'm old school. Get my little notebook, my pen. And my brain just goes in one direction, and all of a sudden, it's just sex jokes and stories about my fanny and penis puns. It's just so hard. So I currently work in an office, but I have had quite a few jobs. So I used to work for a gas company, which was strange because my pressure was always up and down, and I was definitely in need of a good service. I used to work for a door company, which ironically was strange because I was big, always in the way and getting slammed a lot. But my favourite job was in a casino because I'm really good at playing games and taking money off men. Speaking of taking money off men, I am currently in a relationship now. I love how people say the word currently when they describe their relationship status, like they know it's got an expiry date. Mine hasn't. Yeah. So, you know, he is lovely, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for him, and nothing I won't let him do to me. And we're in a mixed race relationship, so he is Scottish. And you know, he's very generous, but he's not very good at taking hints. Like, you know, for my birthday, I said, babe, I want something shiny that complements my outfit that I can use a lot. He bought me an iron. So I tried a better approach, you know, something spicy that the two of us could do together that gives us a lot of pleasure. He got me a Nando's voucher. It's all right. Last week, he asked me to do something obscene with my mouth. I told him to fuck off. So when we first got together, he'd not long had to rehome his dog, and I feel like I'm the puppy replacement because I get excited whenever I see him. I give him lots of sloppy kisses, and when I'm a good girl, I get a bone. The only difference is I don't have to shit outside. And I can't come on demand, no matter how much encouragement he gives me. Come on, girl, you can do it, you can do it. I know I can do it. I want you to make me do it. Unfortunately, though, he has actually just gone celibate. Well, he's wearing Crocs, which is basically the same thing. But I've had this really good idea where I think Crocs and Superdry should have a brand deal together, so at least then Crocs come with a warning label on how they make women feel. So my partner is lovely, but he is quite a bit older than me, and he can be quite forgetful. And he'll say things like, babe, I don't know whether I'm coming or going. And I'm like, you're definitely going. If you were coming, you would look like you're having a stroke. And he's so forgetful, he forgets I fucking hate football. And he talks about it with such passion, which I think is so strange for a Scottish person. And he'll be like, we scored a penalty and we got a goal. I think that's right. And I'm like, babe, who's we? You're not part of the team. I mean, he does dribble, play with his balls, and he definitely overeggs an injury. But the only running around users on a Saturday is taking me home bargains and Primark. So I've recently lost 50 pounds. Thank you. And, you know, it's so strange when you do lose a lot of weight because, like, the less there is of you, the more that you're noticed. And I feel like a trampoline because once I hit a certain weight limit, more people want to jump on. And it's so weird because, like, when I was skinnier, I thought I was fat. So I wanted to be skinnier. But then when I was fatter than I am now, I wanted to be as skinny as I was when I thought I was fat. So now that I'm skinnier than I was when I was fat, I'm now skinny, right? Thank you. So I actually cheated. I'm actually on Manjaro. But my partner, he's so lovely. He's actually paid for them for me. Well, he pays for my injections, my hair, my makeup, my clothes. It's almost like he's trying to pay for a skinnier girlfriend, but all he's doing is just paying for me to be out of his league. I'm joking. I was never in his league. I'm joking. He's rich and he can afford me. So we are actually getting married next year. Thank you. So he'll be my second husband and I'll be his last wife. So, obviously when, like, I said yes, I have to make sure that we're compatible, emotionally, physically, financially. And, obviously you have to do that thing when you get a boyfriend, you have to train them, don't you? Give them some positive reinforcement. And I'm not talking about, like, blowjobs for the bare minimum or hand jobs for hoovering. I mean, it's not about housework. Otherwise, you'll be programming them to get a boner every time they did the dishes. It's, the basic things, compliments for flushing, a bit of quiet football time when he pays for my Temu basket, anal for upping his life insurance. The simple things. So, hang on. So, I've been doing this about 2 years now, and I used to have a great bit in my set when I was a lot bigger. But I've now lost like half my alibi for murder and half my set because I used to joke that I could, easily dispose of my partner just by sitting on his face. And the police would believe that it was an accident, that he died putting a smile on my face, that I couldn't hear his screams over my own. But now, if I really want to make an impact on his breathing, I really have to get his head in there, really jive on him to unalive him, give him chub rub on his chin, woo! Really put some pressure on, woo! So, I guess you could say losing weight has had health benefits for both of us. So, believe it or not, I'm actually 42. Thank you, Katie. This is why I bring her. Wasn't she great, by the way, earlier? So, yeah, I'm actually 42, and people do ask how I stay looking so young, and it's because I eat well, I drink lots of water, and I do get regular facials. I can always tell the dirty people I want to say that. So, normally I swallow, but every so often I just ask him to aim for my T-zone, if there's enough time. And I also have a 20-year-old son. No, you don't? Oh, my God. Right, thanks. No, and he is great. He's good-looking and clever like his mum, but he can be a bit of a dickhead like his dad and his mum. And when it was just us living together after I divorced his dad, it was a no-fault divorce. It was nobody's fault he was born a twat. When it was just us living together, I let him have all his mates over because I was the cool mum. They could eat all the snacks, stay up late. But sometimes it was like they had their own language, you speak. And I'd try and play along, safe sound, wagwan. He actually had to take me to one side and write out a list of words I'm not allowed to say. What did he think I was going to do? Walk in like a G and go, yo fam, let's link in the yard, spit some bars, bare flicks our guams and spill the tea and who's vexed because it got pied off by some painting. Thank you. I have no idea what I just said. No, he is actually proud I do this despite him not being here. It's fine, whatever. But one of his mates keeps trying to slide into my DMs, and I'm sorry, but I've not got the time and energy to train someone who's just going to come in his pants as soon as he sees these tits. And like I said, I have got a lovely partner. So I do want to leave some advice for the ladies in the room. If you're out and about getting some unwanted attention by a man who's not ticking all your boxes to get in your box, I've got 3 surefire put-downs to get rid of them. 1, I would rather staple my fanny shut. 2, I bet your penis is so small. Not your sweetheart, sorry. I bet your penis is so small that if you ran into a wall with a boner, you would break your nose first. And 3, and my personal favourite, there is only enough room in my knickers for one cunt. Thank you. So I do have to go now because it is time for my walk, but I think you can all agree I've definitely been a good girl.
Ladies and gentlemen. All right, what a cracking end to the show that was. And listen, if you're not doing it, you do anything after this, Cornwall? Do you know what? There's another show on. It's the Comedy Roast. It's legal bullying. It's good fun. We get a load of people up. They do loads of insults against each other and that, comics and that, and then me and Danny just kind of compare it together.